SUV Karoq. This is a review in the salon. There's still no test car. So let's see the front. It reminds us of the Kodiaq. This is a style pack. Front LED, daytime running lights and xenon lights come standard in the style in Croatia. There is also a lower pack ambition. I think there's the Kodiaq. So just a comparison in both cars. Karoq is a little smaller. I'm gonna come to the inside just really quick. You see the new lights design. In the bottom of the car. The exhaust is hidden. There is this fake bumper, but it's robust. And this is the electronic opening, so this is the space, a little smaller than the Kodiaq, but still a lot of room in the car. There's a 12-watt socket here. You get your little light here. Deep pocket inside. There's this hook that fell off somewhere, I guess. There is a compartment here and some room here, some holders here. Of course, this can be removed, and then you get a nice space over here as well. And for your umbrella or something, you can put this back. Okay, that's it. So we have sort of flat bottom. This is just the cover. As you can see, when you lift this up, there is a real bottom cover, and there is a hole here. Well, up, you have a small size spare wheel, which is handy if you get stranded on the road. So this can be removed, and then you have this all flat bottom if you put it over there. So this closes electronically, so this is how it looks. Of course, there is the Simply Clever Škoda ice scraper for your ice in the winter season. All Škoda cars come with this, and this is something neat. So put this here while you're refueling your tank. So that is some Simply Clever Škoda things. And this is a nice detail. There's a spoiler here for more efficient aerodynamics. There's the antenna. This one comes with the silver roof racks and the silver door trim. Let's check out the back. Like on the Kodiaq, there is no rubber thing that's exclusive for the Kodiaq. The doors have really good closing sound while you're inside and outside as well. This is the Croatian Elegance model. This is like a brushed aluminium, chrome door handles. This is some sort of leather. This is plastic as well on the bottom. Some salesmen shouting out there. Okay, so we have a cloth seats. Look pretty nice. No compartment for the skis. I think that is an option. And the seats don't tilt, so you can only knock them by pressing this down. These are connected together. So if I lower this headrest, there's a button here. This is how this looks. Unfortunately, not a completely flat bottom. On the seat, we have here on the back room for something. There is here from the front seat lumbar support, and there is this for travelers, and there's a small button here that you press, so you can use level this like a table or for a tablet. You can put things here, of course. Over here there is a cup holder, so I guess when you close the doors it doesn't stay in the way. It is some sort of Škoda thing. You can also see it in Volkswagen. On the bottom there is a LED lights, and over here we have a 12 socket charger. We have a room for our phone or something, our air condition. Of course, the front seats, you have this on the sides, pockets that are really handy. So let's just close the doors, and this seat is a little pushed more backwards. This one's forward, but there's enough room even for a tall person when you push the seat a little bit more to the front. I have a nice view. The top lights are LED lights, and this is interesting. So Škoda made this kind of switch, so this is off. As you can see, only one light, the other light, all lights, and when the door is open. So this is it, and this is interesting. Front seats are sort of kind of sculpted, at least this area. It looks interesting. They look like almost like sports seats, but they're not. So the materials seem to be fine, Škoda quality, and I have a lot of room, as you can see, even for my head, and I'm quite comfortable in this car. Sitting in the Kodiaq that you saw in the back, it is a little bit more roomier, but this is fine comfort. And just notice this detail. So on the door handle, see, it's not like this, it's sort of sculpted towards out. So continuing on after the phone call. So nice interiors, quality. The door handle is really cool. There's some hooks here, and of course levels. I want to note, if I don't forget, this is the park alarms. This three little dots. This is the parking alarm in the car. It's not standard. I've noticed now they have chrome, the little switches for the windows, and I think we should go on the front to see the car. On the back, so far so good. I'm gonna sit on the driver's position. Here, nice big mirrors, nice closing sound, and we have here a Škoda logo. This is something new Škoda is trying. Obviously, it is something you see in premium cars, which Škoda obviously really isn't. But there is here a little no light, just a reflector, and on the bottom, as you can see, there's this little light, so it's sort of a little Škoda logo. Interesting, in the doors now we have this little I don't know the English word, and so you can put your bottle or something, doesn't move around. This is just plastic. I think they should have put some rubber in here, because if you put a water bottle here, it rattles. Chrome now on the switches. Of course, you have your mirrors, fold and heat options, and there's a lock for the rear windows. And now I saw Škoda has like an Audi dual, but it's an extra option for the kids if you really need such a thing. This is the manual seats. As you can see, they look quite good. They look supportive over here and on the top as well. And there is here, so you can see, this is the lumbar support. Comes out for your back. Looking nice for your knees. Nothing on the bottom. This is a manual car. Your light switch, and you have here ambient light on the door as well. It looks pretty nice, and the interior looks pretty nice as well. So let's sit inside. Also, chrome here, which this was on Octavia as well. Standard Škoda's 3-spoke steering wheel. with a flat bottom, and standard controls, voice commands, volume up and down, back and forward, phone calls, menu in Maxi Dot, which is in color, in style, standard, and some other options, of course, your wipers and your blinkers and cruise control. So let's just turn on the switch so you can see this little. I'll have to open the doors and close them. So this is the infotainment. It looks standard, just like on the Octavia, Kodiaq, and other Škoda cars. Over here we have similar, like in the Kodiaq or Superb, the switches and lock, unlock, passenger parking sensors, front and backwards come standard in the style, automatic shut off, of course. This is a piano black finish, which is quite terrible. As you can see, it's greasy fingers. Prints stay on. There's room for your phone and USB charger and light cigarette. So this is the manual 6 gear, and this is for the reverse. Of course, here you have your auto hold, parking brake, and ESP off, 2 blank buttons, and over here you have a armrest which goes all the way to the AC, and you can extend it all the way to the front. Of course, it has levels you can extend, and here you have a ashtray, and you have this sort of like cup holders. This is, if you're wondering what are these like little thingies, this is like if you have a Coca-Cola bottle and you put it inside, it prevents the bottle of turning around. And this, well, this is for quarters and some sort of keys. This car comes with the wireless key in style standard, so you can put your car key here or somewhere else. Of course, when you remove this, you have a huge storage. It does go a little bit down here, as you can see, and this thing looks massive. You can also turn it to the other side as well, and like push it. You have these adjusters, so you can use this as more functions. The one, of course, this car has heated front seats. And other option, of course, the automatic air condition and dual zone for passenger and driver. Now, different from the Kodiaq, you have this infotainment system, and the top, it's a little different in the Kodiaq. There's some lines here. It is more inside. There's a flat here. A little bit different design, but familiar. Something Škoda could have done is maybe tilt this towards the driver a little bit, but not. They decided to keep it strict so the back, I don't know, audience could maybe view this, but this doesn't have a TV, so I don't know why is this. I think Škoda likes this simple design like the Volkswagen. This is a nice 8-inch touchscreen display and has all these standard options. You have your radio, this is your music, there's 8 speakers, they're pretty good. You have your media, you can use USB, Bluetooth and SD cards. You have your phone, you can connect your phone via Bluetooth. You have your voice commands. You have here a setup button. You can change your ambient light colors and other stuff, but you need to have a key, so I can show it to you now. Of course, you can use the connect via USB your Apple CarPlay, MirrorLink, or Android Car, and of course you have here your data about consumption. Of course, the car needs to be on. So this is your green driving, status of the vehicle, and some other stuff. And you have here your menu. So this is a nice menu. You have here setup, which is this, climate control, sound, car, phone, radio, media, smart link, and pictures. I don't know why would you look pictures, but it doesn't matter. So this is, of course, the menu, and touchscreen really looks good, works good, and it's reachable easily. Doesn't come in a way when you're watching the road. Responds really good. Of course, this little fob you can use for going through the menus, or when you're in the radio for this manual choosing of stations, or so sounds pretty good. The speakers are pretty good, and that's about it. So I shut it off. Of course, your AC vents are vertical on all sides. Of course, I just noticed you have a small speaker up there on the bottom, standard ones, and that's pretty much it. This is your glove compartment. It looks pretty small, this one. I'm not sure why. There is a room here for your pen. There is for quarters, and of course there is an AC cooling system. There's one SD card, no CD. I really don't understand why Škoda is saving money here, because they shouldn't have, but maybe they think that the CD is obsolete. Of course, you have Škoda Connect for 1 year, and which you should browse. I'm not going to explain this. Of course, on the top we have LED lights, obviously on the front as well, individual switches, and so off when the car is open and manual on. You here have your assistance, emergency call and information, and there's a little speaker. Someone will call you if from Škoda, 24-hour service. This is the parking alarm, 3 sensors. Of course, you have a glasses compartment, which is pretty neat. Some cars don't have that, and I just noticed there's not the mirror doesn't have that thin bezel like in the Superb and the Kodiaq, but you get a extra compartment here, which is quite nice and deep. As you can see, you have a nice room for your private stuff, and on the top there is a light on your mirror. Of course, you can adjust your hair and similar stuff. Yeah, I have the new iPhone 7 for this video, and that's pretty much it. Everything looks really nice in the Škoda Karoq, and price is not that bad, so I guess this is like a smaller version of Kodiaq, which looks pretty good. It's still a roomy car, and it's cheaper than the Kodiaq, so it does have a nice here view, and it's a SUV that is the top most interesting car to the market, to the buyers. So most people want SUV today, and I think Škoda is adapting to this new situation. I have, as you can see, a lot of room in the front, and I do have, this is my driver perspective, so there is a nice view around me as well. And these seats are quite comfortable. They really look supportive here, and you have a nice huge headrest, and it looks quite nice. I like to see this in leather as well with Alcantara, but these cloth seats, they really look nice. They look warm for the winter. I don't know about the summer, but this is pretty good. I think I like the Karoq. The materials here, this is obviously soft, and this is soft. Of course, this is sort of soft, but this is hard. This is soft, and you have here like holders if you're going off road, and the car looks nice. I think this is good price. But tell me in the comments below, what do you think about the price range of this car? I know the car prices are different in every country, but I think this 1.6 cost around 160,000, and the style cost almost 200,000, which is 25 euros, or yeah, top would be 25,000 euros, or less one would be maybe around 20. Not really good with math from my head, but those are the price ranges. And of course, over here you have a button to open the back if you need, and close it, or maybe you have to close it manually, probably manually. Of course, almost forgot, there is always here some sort of compartment Škoda has, and let's just pop up the hood and show you the engine. Probably looks standard, and yeah, it looks standard. It doesn't have dampeners, so it's quite heavy. And this is some sort of new silhouette. So guys, this is the Karoq, and this is how it looks. And that is the Kodiaq. Now I'm quickly gonna jump in the Kodiaq. Lights are similar. This is the price for the Kodiaq, which is quite filled with equipment. And see, you have this rubber exclusive to the Kodiaq, and this is fully spec Kodiaq. So the seats are similar. The headrest is like in the Octavia and the Superb. As you can see, this is sculpted differently, and the infotainment is pretty much the same, although this one is, I think, a 10 or 12 inch full touch display, as you can see. Oh yeah, so this is fully touch, but I'm gonna shut it off. This even has the navigation, and the Kodiaq has a dual compartments, but the Karoq has the one on the top. Steering wheel the same, dials are the same, even the door handles are the same. This is almost the same, it's just different color. Only this concept is a little bit different. This comes in, and the Karoq it's the same. And this car is just a bit roomier, and the seats, back seats can tilt, so this doesn't have a thin bezel as I thought. I was wrong. So tell me in the comments below, do you like more the Kodiaq or the Karoq? Because this looks exactly the same. So this is the same, it's just the top is a little bit different, and this car is Kodiaq is a little bit more roomier, and of course it has more space on the back because it's a longer car. And on the front, on the back, has more trunk room. It is larger, it's more, it looks like a Octavia, and the Karoq is more like a Rapid. That's the models I would compare. And the lights are a bit different to stand out. And just to show you guys, holiday season, just to show you. So this spec, so zoom in, pause if you want to see the full spec and price. So guys, I hope you like this quick 17 minutes long video, and give it a thumbs up. Write in the comments below what do you like about the car or dislike, and see you in the next video. Bye.